Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They're going to test the right side with this one. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He stopped immediately.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Running back searching for a hole. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He's got great speed. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Back to pass, it's Robbins. The throw. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. There he goes. Touchdown, Alabama! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. will come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. At the 35, he's got room. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Here's a heat. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion. Like both these squads, really, really good football teams in really good positions in the...
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got room on the return. At the 30. And he was weaving his way and finally brought down around the 23-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Dropping back, it's Robbins. Throws to the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
So now it's 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. Caught in the backfield. It's Gideon.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Sends it back in motion. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Got the big pause on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. But because he dropped it, now it's 4th down. And, of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
Alabama trying to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and their coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Now the play fake. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Dropping back, it's Robbins. Got his man on the right. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Looking downfield on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. And they're able to make the tackle. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short.
That's really nice fundamentals by a right-handed quarterback, going to his left, getting the shoulder turned and the hips around, helping him make a very accurate throw.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Good right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Willihan. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Irish needing just inches for the first down. Fullback's got it. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They'll run play action. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive for this senior trying to fit that one in there.
The offenses should focus on their guys, making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking to throw, it's Robbins. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Will not get there. 4th down stop.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. The quick out. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to pass, it's Robbins. Swings it out to the flat. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That last sack's not on the line. That's on him. Now it's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Throws it in. It's Rouse. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. It's complete to the right. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it harder to defend.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when...
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown time.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in two-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air on first down. Might be looking to run. Quarterback gets past the marker. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
It'll be a draw. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Looking for more room.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Looking downfield, it's Robbins. Moves away as he feels pressure. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Bama! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, they're after him. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
He'll toss it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes that Alabama offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fires to the wideout. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's Robbins. Got his man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down and for 38. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the 2nd half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the 2nd half if you're on defense.
Might be calling a hot route. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to seal the edge on the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Finds a man by himself. Turning it on. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the beatdown has ensued. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability, that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 2-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Off the RPO, complete.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Wants to throw it. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, after struggling so much in the 1st half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the 2nd half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. Put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Wants to throw. It's Robbins. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. The screen, and watch out. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Got his man downfield. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Let's go. The option look. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Got his man down the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Bringing it back. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown time. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Takes it the other way. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Bama! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Here come the Irish back on offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Firing to the right, complete. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Notre Dame comes to the line, trying to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Got his man quickly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Looking for room. It's Craver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The give to the tailback. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
All right, they showed this in the first half, right? Loaded up, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Come back now, pull some guys, go the other direction, have success. Great job by the coaching staff.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Irish send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking to pass. It's Robbins. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They kick it away on 4th down. Here's the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive.
And the Notre Dame offense will take over 1st and 10.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that rain is coming to an end. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Big fullback's got it. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
Nice Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this fumble. Oh, he's got some space. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
That's a miss as an OC. He's come to the sidelines and listen, that's not a great throw. We got to take something off of it. But we also can't miss inside. So it's a tough dynamic when you're throwing that out route. But either way, quarterback, wide receiver, they have to do a better job being on the same page.
Wide open downfield. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Kramer. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Irish, back on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. The give to the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
They boot it away. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes that Alabama offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they'll take a knee. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make